Far Cry series. Your war, your world. Imagine waking up in a world that's broken. A world teeming with enemies, outposts covered in propaganda, and chaos around every corner. This is your starting point in the Far Cry series. But as the chaos unfolds, it's not just about survival. No, it's about reshaping the very fabric of the world itself. In Far Cry, you start in a world controlled by enemies, patrolled roads, fortified safe houses, and deadly military bases. But here's the catch. Every action you take shifts the balance. The world begins to open up as you dismantle the enemy's stronghold. The roads become safer. The areas once controlled by the enemy transform into places of peace. You're not just completing missions, you're witnessing a profound change. Especially in Far Cry 5, the difference is even more striking. The transformation from cult-controlled outposts to thriving communities is a dramatic visual testament to your actions. The ordinary world becomes extraordinary as people reclaim their lives, their homes, and their freedom. It's not groundbreaking, but it's the kind of change that resonates. A world moving from oppression to liberation, and you're the one who made it happen. My time at Sandrock. From ghost town to paradise, start in the ruins of a deserted ghost town. This is where your adventure begins in My Time at Sandrock. A world that is left behind, abandoned to the elements, waiting for someone to breathe life back into it. As a builder, you'll take on small-scale projects, eventually transforming the entire environment. The beauty of this game is how much you can alter. You're not just building houses, you're bringing entire landscapes to life. Deserts turn into lush forests, toxic wastelands are converted into amusement parks, and a forgotten town becomes a thriving hub for its people. The progress you make isn't quick and it's not easy, but it's deeply satisfying. By the end, the transformation is unrecognizable, and that's the essence of change in this world. You'll terraform the environment, plant trees where there was once only sand, and create pathways where there was nothing but barren land. This isn't just about playing a game. It's about reshaping a world that was left behind, making it vibrant and full of life again. It's one of those games where you can see the direct impact of your actions. Every bridge, every building, every tree you plant marks a moment of change. The Saboteur. Color and life restored through resistance in The Saboteur. The world begins in black and white, a city stripped of color, filled with the oppressive shadow of occupation. But the moment you take action, the world begins to change. Unlike any other. The Saboteur lets you slowly restore vibrancy to Paris, one explosive mission at a time. The beauty of this game isn't just in the explosions, it's in the gradual transformation that comes with them. As you destroy enemy checkpoints, clear out military compounds, and disrupt the oppressors, Paris slowly starts to regain its life. The color returns to the streets, the people's hope begins to shine through, and with each mission, you feel the world around you come back to life. It's a world of quiet rebellion, where every step forward is a battle not just for survival, but for the restoration of what was lost. The more you fight, the more the city becomes yours again. It's like seeing a black and white movie slowly evolve into color, as if the world itself acknowledges the change you've set in motion. Fallout 4. Building a new civilization in the wasteland of Fallout 4 WAGs. The world is destroyed, ravaged by nuclear war. But rather than just surviving, Fallout 4 WAD gives you the power to change the very fabric of this post-apocalyptic world. The Terra settlement system is your tool for transformation. What starts as a decimated neighborhood can, with your effort, evolve into a thriving metropolis. You're not just collecting supplies, you're rebuilding a world that once had no hope. You can create farms, build power grids, and set up shops in places that were once full of destruction. The progression is slow, but it's incredibly rewarding. The settlements you create are more than just buildings. They're proof of your impact on the world. You decide the fate of entire communities, and with each success, more people feel safe enough to come to your settlements. They will trade, settle down, and even start businesses. Fallout 4 lets you sculpt the wasteland into a place of order and security, and you get to decide how this world will ultimately look. From dust. Becoming a god and reshaping the earth, and from dust, you play as a godlike entity, controlling the elements to shape the world around you. It's not just about surviving nature, it's about wielding its power and transforming the environment itself. The game gives you the ability to raise mountains, flood valleys, and redirect rivers. You control the terrain, creating lush lands or wiping everything away with volcanic eruptions. The tactile feel of manipulating the world around you is what makes this game stand out. It's not about following predetermined rules, it's about rewriting them. Every decision you make impacts the environment. Can you tame the chaos of nature, or will you succumb to it? The thrill of this game lies in its unpredictability. One wrong move could flood everything, but when you succeed, the world around you transforms in breathtaking ways. It's not just about building, it's about wielding the power of creation itself. Dying Light 2 Faction Wars. That redefine the world. In the world of Dying Light 2 sucks. The world is still in ruins, but now, it's your choices that will decide the fate of the factions vying for control. You're not just trying to survive the zombies. You're playing a part in deciding the future of this world. Your decisions between two opposing factions will leave a lasting impact. The survivors want to make the world more livable, filling rooftops with gardens and homes, while the peacekeepers want to impose order with military strength and metal barricades. As you make choices, you watch the world around you change. Each faction's control over an area transforms the city visually and functionally, adding layers of complexity to the game. The true power of Dying Light 2 Force is in how it makes you feel responsible for the city's transformation. Whether you bring freedom or order, you shape the world with every step you take. It's a constant reminder that your actions have consequences, and in this world, those consequences matter.
Death Stranding, a world reborn. Through connection. Death Stranding offers a bleak and barren world where survival is tough and isolation is key. But as you traverse this empty landscape, you begin to unlock the potential for change. Your goal
isn't just to survive, it's to rebuild connections and, in turn, rebuild the world. Through your deliveries and actions, you gradually restore communication lines and reconnect isolated cities. Each new road or bridge you build brings life back to a world that had long been cut off. It's a slow process, but by the end, you've created a network that ties together the scattered remnants of humanity. The impact of your actions in Death Stranding isn't about physical destruction or war, it's about connection. The more you connect, the more the world transforms, shifting from an isolated wasteland to a bustling, interconnected world. It's a story about rebuilding and redefining what it means to be part of something bigger than yourself. Terra Enigma, a civilization restored. Terra Enigma. The world begins as a desolate wasteland, devoid of life. But as you clear dungeons and solve puzzles, you bring life back to the planet. Every action, every choice you make, helps restore the world to its former glory. You'll restore continents, bring back animals, and eventually bring humanity back to life. The game is a celebration of change. Every step forward in the game brings a dramatic shift in the world. The ancient world transforms into a modern one, and you're the one guiding that change. It's one of those rare games where the world changes drastically with every dungeon you conquer, and it's incredibly satisfying to see the fruits of your labor. By the time the game ends, the world is no longer the same. You've transformed. It and your choices have shaped its future. It's a reminder that every action, no matter how small, can create ripples that affect the world around you. State of Decay 2, Rebuilding in the Face of Destruction. State of Decay. The zombie apocalypse is the backdrop for a deeper narrative about survival and growth. It's not just about killing zombies, it's about creating a sustainable world amidst the chaos. You'll build your base, establish relationships with other survivors, and make choices that affect not just your survival, but the world around you. The more you help other factions or expand your own, the more the world transforms. It's a slow, strategic build that makes you feel every bit of progress. You're not just fighting to survive, you're fighting to make the world a better place, to give people hope where there was none before. Every mission, every new alliance, every resource you gather makes the world just a little bit safer. And that's what State of Decay 2.2 does best. It gives you a tangible way to make the world better, one step at a time. The Planet Crafter, turning a dead world into a lush paradise. The Planet Crafter is perhaps the most ambitious of them all. You start on a barren, lifeless planet, and your goal is nothing less than transforming it into a thriving, habitable world. Through the power of technology, you'll terraform the environment, raise plants, and bring life to a world that was once devoid of hope. The game is about exploring and building, but it's also about making the world come alive in ways you didn't expect. As you heat up the planet, melt ice, and plant trees, you unlock new areas, new secrets, and new possibilities. The game's progression is satisfying, and the world changes dramatically as you advance. In Purikba, the Planet Crafter, you're not just playing a survival game, you're playing God. And as the world transforms around you, it's impossible not to feel a deep sense of accomplishment. You've taken a lifeless planet and turned it into something beautiful. You've created a world that's teeming with life, all through your actions. And there you have it, the top 10 games where your actions leave an unforgettable mark on the world. From explosive rebellions to subtle transformations, each of these games lets you step into a world that evolves based on your choices. What's your favorite world-changing game? Or perhaps you've got your own suggestions. Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more content, just like this. Thanks for watching, and remember, every choice you make, both in games and in life, has the power to change the world. See you next time.